Easy Delivery Co. A chill game about being a delivery driver. In this game, you play as a grumpy cat driving a K-truck. The game starts with a short cutscene. I open a menu to take my first delivery job. Store owner confuses me with someone called Seb. And then spawns 3 boxes out of thin air. I pick up the payload. After that, I drive to the delivery point, which is the building right next to the Easy Eats. After I put the boxes down, my first job is completed. This very short drive teaches us the main gameplay loop. Take a job, pick up the payload, drive to the delivery location, and deliver whatever you are carrying. I go into the Easy Flowers. This store owner confuses me with this sub guy as well. After picking up the plant, I go and talk with the dog that is humming a song in front of a campfire. I buy the energy drink the dog requested, then I deliver the plant and go back to the dog. He fixes the map but doesn't take the energy drink, saying that I'll need it. Then he tells his name and job. He invites us to his home for coffee and gives us a new quest to acquire the lighter. I take another job, and while I was driving, one of the bags fall off the truck and break. That's when I realize I'm working for a real delivery company. As long as I don't lose all the packages, I'll be paid in full and the company I work for doesn't care. While I was flooring it downhill, I saw a radio station. I stopped to investigate the place. I entered the shack and turned on the station. Then I passed through Weston and head to Easton to finish the job. As I pick up the package, it doubles and the delivery is complete. While I was at the bar for a job, I realized that my energy is low. That's when EasyCo sent me a mail about how Monster Energy is the only form of sustenance I need and allowed to consume. They also want me to only buy from them. I pull out one, crack it open, and drink all of it in one big gulp. After I throw away the empty can, I go inside the bar to pick up the package. The bar owner tries to rug pull me without even thinking of one beforehand. As I was stocking up on energy drinks, I forget about the cold and nearly freeze to death, and get a mail about weather from EasyCo. I accidentally crack open a few cold ones before I complete the job. I think this game has a really nice aesthetic, especially when it's nighttime. The music in this game is also very pleasant to drive with. After picking up the packages from the Easy Eats, I finally remember that I can use headlights. Then I hit a bump and lose all the beers. As I try to get back on the road, I found out the truck drives horribly on the snow. I pick up the beers from the road and deliver them. Then I pull up to buy the lighter, where we meet Fortino. He tells us about his love life a little bit. Then I take a job where I pick up packages from him. Before that, though, he talks about his flirting techniques. I pull up to the Eastern radio station to try out the lighter. After some arson, I climb the stairs. At the top, I see more logs, and then I burn them and go into the shack. After I turn on this station, I go back to the truck to complete the job. Like everyone else, the owner confuses me with this subway. practice more arson in front of the tunnel that goes to snowy peaks. Luckily, this trap already goes to the AMK's house, so I give him a visit. I took a piss break, and by that time, it's already nighttime in the game, which looks better in my opinion. He gives me a cup of coffee and drops some wisdom. Then he gives me a can of coffee powder and tells me to brew some coffee. After he warns us about the terrain in snow peaks, I brew coffee by throwing the whole can in the pot. A single can gives us 3 cups of juice. Then I go buy some fuel for the truck. I buy the snow tires from the Easy Auto's amnesiac owner. As I leave the store, I see MK outside. I talk with him and he gives me a new quest. After taking a job, I do some shopping and finally meet Fortino's crush, Ellie. She is the crazy girl. I know it's tempting, Fortino, but you must remember the rule. Don't put your dick in crazy. I arrive at the fishing town, just to be greeted by MK in front of a massive door. MK fills me on the lore and gives me a new quest. Then I enter the shack to see that 2 out of 3 radio lights are on. Nice detail. I drive to the last station. It's my first attempt. I try beelining it to the top, but that doesn't work. I freeze and fall over. I find myself in a dark maze of some sort. I start to hear some birds, then car noise, then other noises like trees or branches falling off, some other noise as well, which I can't really make up what it is. Some character speech noise. As I was moving through the maze, I respawn inside my truck. I decide to buy the cooking pot, and Fortino tells us about his approach to the crazy girl. Great job, Fortino. After buying the pot, I drive back to the station, light up a fire, make some tea by dropping the whole tea bags box in the pot, which makes 2 cups of tea. Then I brew some coffee and test if this game is good. This is what peak game design looks like. Anyways, I start climbing the stairs and realize that I need to drink a cup of tea for cold immunity. Otherwise, I'll just die again. I enter the shack and turn on the station. I drive back to the big metal door at the entrance of Fishing Town. I walk to the gatehouse and go inside. After that, I activate the gate switch. I go to investigate where the stairs lead and see a snow cat that gives me a bobblehead when I interact with it. Looks really nice on the dash. After talking with MK and getting my quests, I complete more jobs to save up some money for the upgrades. The cafe owner tries to raise me for some reason. I think the owner might be like this with everyone. I save enough money to buy the next upgrade, the bumper bar. This upgrade adds the ability to smash through gates to the truck, which is necessary for accessing the other places in Fishing Town. For now, I go to the dam to retrieve the handheld radio MK told me to get. After a long elevator ride, I find the radio and go back to MK. After the lore drop, I go buy some fuel and then do some shopping. He's definitely dating the crazy one. By the way, I enabled the speed chime option to hear what it sounds like. As I was flooring it downhill, pedal to the metal style, I learned that the truck's handling changes with what I'm carrying. With heavier packages, it's easier to spin out or roll over. Thus, I decided to use duct tape to secure the packages. After a few more jumps, I'm finally able to afford the ice chains. This is the last upgrade we will ever get from this game. However, this upgrade is very important since it allows us to drive on ice. But there is a catch. We can't stop while on ice because ice constantly breaks and catches up with the truck. I drive to the radio station in Fishing Town to test out the chains and to turn on the radio station. Interestingly, this is the only station in the game that broadcasts a message with Morse code. Yeah, it's definitely Morse code. Let's buy the fishing rod while we are here. As you can see, I used Fortino to buy the fishing rod. I also listened to his yapping about his lovey-dovey time with the crazy one as well. As I was driving to find the fishing hut, I stumbled upon another snowcat in the middle of the frozen lake. Let's check it out. Oh my god, it's the Rizzler. I pull up to a fishing hut to try fishing. Yeah, now, yeah, yeah. No size 2 fish, unfortunately. I cook some fish soup and then drive to the factory. MK talks about the plan before I head to the factory. Alright. Let's just beeline it. You know, I can see it in the first person. Let's say. After going inside, I pull out the radio and start wondering. This was Easy Delivery Call. Actually, there are two more endings, but I won't talk about them in this video. If you want to see those endings, then buy the game and experience them yourself. I give Easy Delivery Co. 6 cardboard boxes out of 7 energy drinks. Thank you for watching.